What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done one of these. I had moved, I've done a few things. Life's busy, comes at you fast, etc., etc. But I'd like to get back into trying to do this stuff again, getting into talking to about the Titans, NFL. I mean, it's the sport that I live to watch, and just really break down, certain aspects of how just a diehard fan. I've been watching them since let's see, it would have been 1997-ish, probably before that, 1996-ish. But I really just like breaking down. Titans don't really have a lot of good content developers. Like, I know there's a bunch of guys out there. There's a handful of guys out there that do it, but there's just not nearly as many as a large market team would have. But if you can always just all do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, comments will all be answered. But here we go. Let's break it down to this video. This video to me is basically, every Titans fan and every football fan says something along the lines of, is Mariota the guy? What big question I saw going around Twitter was, is Mariota, what stat line does Mariota have to offer him a contract next year? So I only want to break this down. I tweeted out something along the lines of that. I like Mariota. I think he might not be perfect for the Titans, but he's a very good fit for the Titans. He's a quarterback that doesn't have a huge ego. He knows kind of his role. He doesn't fight back on the coaches a lot. I think he still does a little bit. He's not saying he doesn't have a competitive spirit to him, but he knows that his job is to hand the ball off. The Titans have been a running team for pretty much as long as I can remember. There's been a few seasons here and there where they passed a lot, but they're a running team. They always kind of have been. The ongoing joke is anytime an offensive coordinator gets hired in Tennessee or Houston back in the day is, okay, now you figure out what we're going to do on second down, because they're running the ball on first down. If Mariota goes out there and he throws for 4,000 yards and has 40 touchdowns and blah, 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 and they want to offer him a max contract, I'm fine with that. But with Mariota being, I don't want to say as mediocre as he's been, but as hot and cold as he's been, he is a good fit. He's not a guy that's going to go out there with an ego and insist on inflating his own stats. He's completely fine with doing the, handoff of being, I don't want to say game manager, because I do think that when the games get tight, he's very good. He's very good in situations, game-winning drives, overtime situations. He's really good at that. So I don't really consider him more of a game manager. He's just kind of a hybrid. To me, what I want him to be is Russell Wilson-ish. Maybe not 100% like him, but a guy that can extend the play, make things happen, but also be able to, know that passing the ball 40 times isn't exactly a recipe for success for them, just like it shouldn't be for us. So I've cut out a few highlights of some things that, Mariota, why I think he is a good fit. I don't know, perfect fit. There's never a perfect fit, but he's a pretty damn good fit for us to be our quarterback. The huge thing is obviously his play action. His play action is some of the best I've seen. Like I said, it's crazy how long he'll hold on to a ball before he pulls out the ball. There's a clip that I have where he literally has the ball in the chest of the running back, and the chest of the running back is getting hit, and then he pulls it out and he shovel passes it forward. I think a lot of people are going to recognize it's the Jonnu Smith touchdown from the Cowboys game. But even now, let me break out the film here. But even now, his first game, this is his first NFL game. You just look at how quickly he's able to rip that ball out, and if his first read is open, boom, he's got it there. He can do this. This is what he's been so good at. He pulls right out, right over there. Touchdown. Let wide receiver do the rest. I do think that he is actually underrated as a long ball thrower. I don't think he's horrific, but if you see it again, just how quickly he's able to say, just rips it right from Dexter McCluster and already out. That right there is the type of play, the play action that Mariota is very good at, and it's something that being a running team going forward, it's something that we really need. So this next clip is the Dallas Cowboys touchdown. You can literally see the running back get hit, and he pulls that is so difficult to do. And the collaboration between the running back and the quarterback to be able to know that he has that much time. He knows not to grab it, and pull right. Like, it is unbelievable. Like, that play is so underrated. So, but then we have things like this. So that's the good part of Mariota. If his first read is open, boom, it's good. I really think, like, if his first read's open, it's when you trying to start making things happen. He is pretty good on the run, but there are certain times, for some reason, on the run, or maybe it's not even really on the run, a lot of his interceptions I've seen him throw, the ball sails on him, and that's just such a bad thing when you're throwing the ball over 10 yards and the ball sails on you. It's almost always an interception. The corners, the defensive backs in the league are just so good that, you know, if you throw a ball long, it's usually going to be picked. But this is from the Derrick Henry game, so the Titans end up winning this game anyway, so it wasn't really that big a deal. But as you can see, Mario takes a snap, rolls out to his left, and he's going to have to throw kind of on the difficult angle, but it sails on him right over the head of the receiver. So and that's not the first one, the only one that's done that. Like, these are the highlights that I've kind of chopped up for today just to look at this. They seem to happen a lot. He does have some balls sail on him, but to get back to the original line, to me, what's the stats that I want to see Mariota have? The stats I want to see him have are something of the extent of probably like maybe 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, and I would like to see about 15 interceptions. So that would put you at about, what, a little less than 2 touchdowns a game passing, and that's only passing stats. And, you know, that also puts you at, you know, roughly, you know, a little over 200, and what did I say, 3,500? That's about 225, 30-ish yards a game. I don't think that that's anything that's outrageous. It's nothing he can't do. And obviously they're going to fluctuate. You might have a game with 3-4 touchdowns, and then you might have a game with 0 touchdowns. When you have a running back like, you know, the running game like that we want to establish behind you, you're going to, you know, have those games with 0 touchdowns. You're going to crush them. I mean, the Jaguars game, they crushed them, and Mariota didn't have a touchdown. So, I mean, like I said, like, why would we? I don't want the Titans to spend a lot of money for any quarterback unless it is, you know, the next Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning all rolled into one. I mean, I get it. It would be great to have that, but the Titans just aren't a passing team. Maybe they come out and they make me look like a complete moron, and they, you know, they start passing the ball around. Delaney's back. There's a lot of things to be excited about this year. But to me, the Titans have always been a running team. I think they're set up this year again to be a running team. So I really expect them to come out and just do that. But as far as like what I expect, and if I think absolutely he can do the position, he's a really good fit for us. I don't think he's going to command max money for us to keep him. And he knows the system. You know, maybe we hold on to him for another 3-4 years until we find maybe another guy that we're willing to do that. I don't know. Like, does he have the potential? Absolutely, he's got the potential. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you want to drop me a subscribe, like, suggestion, whatever you got to do, you know, tighten up, and signing off, man.